Let's get into it.
I mean, no, but it's a good point. The guys, just kind of picking their picks of who they thought. Last week, I got to pick, sit there on the couch. I picked Dignitas. They came in second last week. They had a great performance. They just didn't clutch out enough wins. In fact, it was kind of spread out evenly last week. We had 4 teams that won 2 chicken dinners each, 4 teams that won 1 chicken dinner each, and then all the teams that might have gotten a lot of kills but didn't get a single win, unfortunately placed out of the top 8 and thus placed out of the money. So with that in mind, Cam, I mean, I'm curious to know, if you had to pick a pick'em, what team would you pick?
You see, this is why I like being on the casting team, so I don't have to do that. No, I think it honestly is very, very, very difficult to pick against the Soniqs because they looked so good. And this isn't even talking about the fact that they were BJS International World Championships, won the most money out of anyone else at the event, USA. Even beyond that, they are just some of the best teams in the world consistently, one of the most consistent North American teams. They look so great on week 1, but Dignitas, their approach to this new format, I think, is incredibly exciting to watch. And so when you compare how long these teams have been together,
just waiting, still more throwables. I mean, we've seen teams really be a little more reserved on the throwables that they've been picking up, but there you go, Shrimzy, actually with another angle on this.
He's coming in from the flank. They are trying to upset the invaders. There's so much free space around them because everyone else is coming in from the southern side. And so they are taking free open shots, isolated fights, no chance of third party except for perhaps Enrage that you mentioned, but Enrage seems so focused on the west side of the circle. But
this is a good position.
Is it any more or less dangerous than everyone else is coming in from the southwest side? We're going to see a whole crunch over there. But for now, Latin Dominus trying to hold out 22, who I believe had made an entire 180-degree rotation from the west to the east side. But no, Akreche back onto TSM's position, trying to take their spot. VHZ with the seat swap, but Penta does come out. Soniqs giving them a little bit of support. Penta has been finished off by Brucho. Let's see if Luke 12 can't answer back. Get the spray down, and that is it. Akreche are going to be the first ones eliminated.
It was a good trade to start. As you said, Penta got taken out, unfortunately, but TSM are going to pick up some much-needed kills there to start the game and continue to hold that good position up here to the north. And you see, I mean, Waldo Cherry also kind of queued up on each other. But meanwhile, back again to the east, Guadalajara Gas Cans 22. I mean, Gas Cans haven't really had too much time for a breather here. They've been fighting just about every team that's tried to play in onto the east. You can see as the circle's closing in, they are closing in onto 22. Good shooting out by Hikerman, but nothing is connecting. No knocks found just yet, but Oldless is going to push in real close. Hikerman does connect, but it's traded. Oldless actually goes down to a vehicle explosion. That buggy is going to be the thing that takes him down here. And so Gas Cans slowly starting to fall apart. And as you can also see here, the circle did shift away from this compound.
Good Molotov. He's going to burn out the last player of 22 on the stairs. Hikerman has the shots, has the angles. Unfortunately, was not able to save his fallen teammate as Latin Dominus has been shooting from the south, been trying to pick that one up. And we also see Dodge rotate in. Sorry, Dignitas here rotate in, not far from Dodge, as this Phase 5 shift has gone towards the north. But they're going to have to worry about a number of other teams coming from the south, namely E United and Veritas. But Latin Dominus, you can just tell the threat of the open area around E United. It actually forced them to deploy these smokes arguably early in the round, but Latin Dominus, they're going to send a vehicle send on this compound. Gas Cans just took this from 22. They're defending it reasonably well so far. Aliyev does go down, but Pippa with another angle. The last one up for Latin Dominus gave his position away, down to 13 HP, hoping that the grenade saves him and his squad from doom.
And at least saved him long enough to pop off that first aid kit. We can see back up to 75 HP, but Hikerman and Adam can't really overpeak this as well. They've been getting a little bit of pressure out from the west, but they're not going to leave that tree alone until they have taken care of Pippa. Hikerman is just completely locked in onto this, and as the blue moves, so does Pippa. And here comes the shots out from Gas Cans.
Got the first aid off just in time. Another grenade's going to come out, but not before he gets a knock on a Hikerman. This makes it a 1v1, but Adam is there to save his squad. But will he be able to get the revive on a Hikerman? Because the blue is still pushing in, and they have yet to get into the circle. He is forced to grab a vehicle of his own and just make a send through. But this rotation around, yeah, he's leaving his teammate. A final goodbye, a final blow of a kiss.
There's not a lot you can do left with that, and this is a very crowded zone, so Adam using that car for what little bit of coverage he can have. You can see there's still plenty of rocks and trees out here, but with so much crossfire happening between so many squads right now, Soniqs shooting into Dignitas, and Adam is just going to try to center himself up as face. Well, actually, I think this might be... No, Punij has to be able to see him from here.
Could be Dodge. Seen a couple of shots, or maybe even Veritas from the south, but Punij definitely sees him. The problem is, Punij is by himself. He needs to wait for the right opportunity to take the shot, and there it is. This, can you see it?
Oh!
Clips the ear! Only 21 damage with the bolt action, but he saw the blood. I think he thought that it did more damage than we know it did. So he's trying to go for 1 or 2 more shots, but no, there it is. Veritas' angle is finally found onto Punij. And so Dignitas are out. We're not able to fortify their position in time.
You've got to take those shots and take any chance you have. Adam getting spotted out as well. Picked off by Vegas this time. Dodge doing quite a bit of work out of this real position right now, but you can see Veritas still leading in kills. Soniqs 4 of their own, but struggling to get in just as free as they would like. Wildcard actually getting good pressure on. You can see every time Tickleton and Mime peek, they are kind of met with a little bit of trouble, as are Oath here with Enrage right along the edge.
You can see so many teams. We turn away from them for maybe 10 seconds, and they lose 3 members in the blink of an eye. The approach to these circles have been incredibly difficult. First it was Dignitas, now it's Oath, and it's down to Kickstart. 10 HP, lying in a smoke, hoping that Enrage or Dodge don't spot him. Fortunately, Luke 12, the solo sneak on the north, has taken care of at least 1 member of Enrage, and Halo Senpai has taken some damage from, I have to assume that was Veritas. Is going to open up Kickstart's area just a little bit, but unfortunately not. Vegas still looks that direction, but now Soniqs being approached by Wildcard.
This nade could be huge right now. You see still plenty of throwables left for Soniqs. Tig's going to use 1 more and see really any peek that they can get. Mime holding an alternative angle onto this, but the damage being traded back out. Wildcard just playing on this ledge right now, and Veritas still above them, but doesn't have the angle to really assist in this. In fact, we saw Veritas really, if anything, helping out Dodge to the west, where they've had better line of sight onto things. So as the last of the throwables that Tig has are coming out, there's really not too much they can do past this until they can clear out Wildcard to play this position, but Zealot with a beautiful nade, and it is going to be traded. Win picked one up for that as well.
We've seen Zealot toss out a couple of great grenades last week, and it is not stopping now, but Tiggleton, he's not stopping either. Pushing forward, pressing forward, trying to assist his squad, allowing H-Win to get the revives on Mime and Shrimzy. And it's all up to Maji in a 1v1, in a 1v2, and Veritas trying to find that angle that you said. The tree is making it difficult. The ridge line is making it difficult. The smokes are making it difficult. But they're putting so much pressure on this fight. You have to imagine no matter which team comes out on top, it's not going to be that comfortable of a position. But Tickleton, he's trying to answer back. He has eyes onto Jazza. He's focused on so many different teams. And Michael's also been approaching this engagement.
Ooh, good shooting out right now. You can see Veritas has really been the thorn in Soniqs' eye to deal with Wildcard. Anytime Soniqs really get themselves a bit too open, they're punished for it, but that vehicle explosion absolutely annihilates Wildcard, and Soniqs now can turn their full attention here onto Veritas, who are still a 4-stack. We can see as well, Dodge still has watchful eye on this, but Tiggleton getting an opening knock onto Danny G.
This crossfire that Veritas had time to set up because of the previous engagement is working out wonders for them. However, Danny G has been removed, and the revives can continue to come through and make this a 3-on-3. We do see the circle shift on the minimap. No one is center except for a single crate, which would be great for the late game if anyone can grab it. But the run down from the high ground, now suddenly Veritas are the ones having to move into Soniqs' position. A little bit of damage back and forth. No knocks in this 3 versus 3, but Tickleton peeks up again over the ridge, over the smoke, and sees the flank coming in from the side. A headshot onto Michael is going to push him into the blue, and it's going to be the final Molotov from, and the shots actually, from Soniqs to take out 2 of the members. It is just Ethan remaining down to 20 HP. I can show you that your advantage in this game can get taken away from you in a blink of an eye. But let's put our eyes back onto the west side as we see Veritas get removed. It's Enrage versus Dodge. The question is, Enrage have actually made it into the circle. They were about to lose the little bit of cover that they had. But the fact that they're keeping it in this long might mean that the fight between Soniqs and Dodge could happen first. But no, Finnis finds the angle, finds the knock, finds the secure onto RDS. It's on to Gubin and Balkan right now to try and find an opening, but they run away from Dodge into Soniqs. Tickleton finds another. One member of Enrage remaining, praying that Dodge and Soniqs fight it out, but it's not going to happen. Soniqs is backing off. They are playing with the blue. They are allowing the blue to dictate what the other teams do.
And you can see Win is still being very careful, watching for when Gubin will suddenly appear. Now that Gubin's starting to run out of Ridgeline, there's not going to be too much longer that I think he can keep the dream going for Enrage, but still 4 up from Dodge. Soniqs need to be a little bit careful. You can see Gubin still with the barrel out, might be able to catch one by surprise, but converting that to a kill is going to be the question here. As you can see right now, there's just nowhere for him to go, and he's crawling about as fast as the blue is.
Dodge, you would hope that they would have smokes, but they might be out of utility, but Mime finds the angle finally. The entire shooting gallery of Dodge is open for business, but that might be Gubin answering back. Gubin is there to help save Dodge. Mime is forced to fall away, but it is just Hallow Senpai, and it's not going to be enough. And that's it. Soniqs, they take it 17 kills with game number 1.
Money and power, respect my mind, no die from last child. I pray my dick get big as the Apple Tower, so I can fuck the world for 72 hours. Goddamn.